and be that inspiration for that village. Be the inspiration for that community. Be the inspiration for that town or that city. Be that inspiration. Because if there is none around, the opportunity is for you to be that inspiration. If there's no inspiration in your little community, the opportunity is there for you to be that inspiration, for you to be that standout, for you to be the one that the younger ones, even the older ones, will look to and say, you know what, yeah, this sister here, this brother here, this person here, I am really blessed by them. They have really inspired me to become something else. Hello guys, good to see you again. I pray you're all well. I pray everything is well with you and everything is well within your world. Guys, I won't be long today by the grace of God. I just want to share something quickly with you guys today. Just a little bit of encouragement. The Bible said in Matthew chapter 25, verse 14, it speaks about the parable of the talents. And I'll read a little bit. By God's grace, I'll put the whole thing up on the screen. But I'll go from Matthew chapter 25, verse 14. And the Bible said, for the kingdom of heaven is like a man traveling to a far country, who called his own servants and delivered his goods to them. And to one he gave 5 talents, to another 2, and to another 1, to each according to his own ability. And immediately he went on a journey. Then he who had received the 5 talents went and traded with them, and made another 5 talents. And likewise he who received 2 gained 2 more also. But he who had received 1 went and dug in the ground and hid his Lord's money. After a long time, the Lord of those servants came and settled accounts with them. So he who had received 5 talents came and brought 5 other talents, saying, Lord, you delivered to me 5 talents. Look, I have gained 5 more talents beside them. His Lord said to him, well done, good and faithful servant. You were faithful over a few things. I will make you ruler of many things. Enter into the joy of your Lord. He also who had received 2 talents came and said, Lord, you delivered to me 2 talents. Look, I have gained 2 more talents besides them. His Lord said to him, well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful over a few things. I will make you ruler over many things. Enter into the joy of your Lord. Then watch this. Verse 24. Then he who had received the 1 talent came and said, Lord, I knew you to be a hard man, reaping where you have not sown, and gathering where you have not scattered seed. And I was afraid, and went and hid your talent in the ground. Look, there you have what is yours. But his Lord answered and said to him, you wicked and lazy servant, you knew that I reap where I have not sown, and gather where I have not scattered seed. So you ought to have deposited my money with the bankers. At my coming I would have received back my own with interest. So take the talent from him and give it to him who has 10 talents. Amen. I'll share verse 29 and verse 30 as well, just to be fair, because just to elaborate on the whole thing. The 2 other men with 5 talents and 2 talents, they flipped the money. They turned the money into more. They doubled it. and the guy with one talent didn't do anything with his talent. Now, sometimes we all have talents. We all have talents. But the problem is, friends, is our environment. Is our environment. Sometimes you look to your left, you look to your right, there's no inspiration around. There's no hope around for you to use your one talent, for you to double or triple your talents, or your talent in this case. But I've come to tell you today, yeah, don't let your surroundings define you, okay? With your one talent, if you look in your little village, if you look in your little district, in your little community, and you cannot do anything with your one talent in your community, step outside of your community. Go somewhere else where that talent will be a value, will be an asset. You see, this brother with the one talent didn't have any way to trade it, didn't have anything to do with it. The other guys with all the rest of the talents, they had inspiration around them. They knew where they could go and flip their talent and double their talents. Whereas this brother now didn't have anywhere to flip his. Didn't have anywhere to go to take his. Well, listen, here what? Listen. You that has your talent, you might be thinking, this community that I live in, this district, this little village that I'm cooped in, I can't use my talents here. I can't use anything here. I can't use my gifts here. I can't use my money here. I'll never get my money back. I have a small amount of money. If I open a business in this little village, everybody's gonna come and borrow my things and tell me they're gonna pay me back next week, and I wouldn't get anything, but my business will be shut in a month. Take your business elsewhere. Take your talent elsewhere. Invest your money elsewhere. Look around. There's always an opportunity around. There's never not an opportunity around. And I know sometimes our environment could try, how do I say, not try, but that it will put something in your mind to hinder your growth. But don't let your environment define you. Don't let your current environment decide if you succeed or if you don't succeed. Look around. Step outside of the box. Step outside of the situation. Reevaluate the circumstance. Reevaluate the situation. Have a 360 look. And so you're covering every angle. You're covering every angle. And after you've taken a 360 look and you've gone all the way around, you could then say, okay, I might not be able to manifest or use my talents here, but at a 90-degree angle over there, I'll be able to do something with my talent. At 180 over there, I'll be able to do something with my talents. Look around and see the environment. Look around your surrounding areas and see how I could use my talents. How could I invest myself, my mind, my fingers, my hands, my gifts? Not just money. Not just money. But what God has given you. What has God given you? What is your talents? And how can you use them to the best of your ability? How can you use them to the best of your surroundings? Where God will open the floodgates for you, where God will open doors for you. Because sometimes our communities doesn't have that inspiration around us. Sometimes all we see is crime and violence. Sometimes all we see is poverty. That's what all we see sometimes. But sometimes we must get up and leave that community. We must get up and leave that environment. You see, the Bible said faith without works is dead. So we could sit in our hands and pray all day. As a matter of fact, we could pray in tongues. We could sit down and pray for 5, 6, 10 hours. If we do nothing, then our prayers will vanish into thin air. Look around you. Look around you. Look around you. Look all around. See where your talents could be manifested. See where your talents could double. See where your talents could thrive. And go and set up camp there. Even if you come back to your own community, your own neighborhood at night, you wake up the next morning, You go set up shop somewhere else. You make your money. You allow your talents to benefit you and your family, and you come back. You come back and be that inspiration for that village. Be the inspiration for that community. Be the inspiration for that town or that city. Be that inspiration. Because if there is none around, the opportunity is for you to be that inspiration. If there's no inspiration in your little community, the opportunity is there for you to be that inspiration, for you to be that standout, for you to be the one that the younger ones, even the older ones, will look to and say, you know what, yeah, this sister here, this brother here, this person here, I am really blessed by them. They have really inspired me to become something else. So don't let your talent waste. Don't bury it because of your community. Don't bury it because of where you are as limitations. Step outside the box. Step outside the community. Step outside the environment and find somewhere that your talents will be appreciated, where your talents will be purchased, where your talents will be of use, where your talents will be hired. And I promise you this, you'll see the blessing and the manifestation of God, of God through your gifts. Because it is God that's given you your talent. It is God that's given you your gift. You just need to find somewhere that God will allow you and allow it, your gift, to be used. God bless you. I hope that this video found you at a good time. I hope this video has blessed you. I hope there is something in there, a little something or a major something that you really needed to hear. And I also pray that whatever that you needed from this video, that you will not just hear it, but you will grab onto it and you will do something about it. Remember, friends, faith without works is dead. Come on, we have faith. Let's get the work done right now. Let's get up and let's do the work. Let's start activating what God has given you. Let's start activating what God has imparted into you, what God has planted into you. God bless you guys. Good to see you again as always. And we'll see you real soon. Shalom. God bless you.